Mischief Star, 20 to 1. No runners 5 and 6, 10 ran. Race 2 in the card at Chester this afternoon was a Class 4 nursery. No limits set out to make all the running in the hands of Richard Kingscote, but was run down close home by the Hugo Palmer trained Power Train, who was well supported in the market to follow up his novice victory at Newmarket just under 4 weeks ago, making his handicap debut off a mark of 81, which looked very fair in that Newmarket victory. And so it proved, as in the hands of Ben Curtis, his son of Zophany, picked up nicely to justify a short price in the market. We'll be returning with further action this afternoon from the meeting at Doncaster. Day 3 of the St Leger meeting continues with the Mallard Handicap, a Class 2 event for 3-year-olds plus. Over the extended mile and 3/4, the full St Leger trip. Field of 6 to post. Sarug is onto the hat-trick after the victories at Ascot and Newmarket. And Simon Crisford's team is in excellent order. The 15 to 8 favourite now is William Buick, who had a double yesterday. 3 to 1 for Charles Kingsley. 9 to 2 Sleeping Line. 13 to 2 for the Glasgow Warrior. 8 to 1 Genetics, and Bartholomew Diaz is 11 to 1 the outside of the party. Rejoin us for live commentary at 2:40. Chester 225. First number 2 Power Train, 5 to 4 favourite. Second number 1 No Limits, 3 to 1. Third number 7 Mischief Star, 20 to 1. No runners 5 and 6, 10 ran. Race 2 in the card at Chester this afternoon was a Class 4 nursery. No limits set out to make all the running in the hands of Richard Kingscote, but was run down close home by the Hugo Palmer trained Power Train, who was well supported in the market to follow up his novice victory at Newmarket just under 4 weeks ago, making his handicap debut off a mark of 81, which looked very fair in that Newmarket victory. And so it proved, as in the hands of Ben Curtis, his son of Zophany, picked up nicely to justify a short price in the market. We'll be returning with further action this afternoon from the meeting at Doncaster. Day 3 of the St Leger meeting continues with the Mallard Handicap, a Class 2 event for 3-year-olds plus. Over the extended mile and 3/4, the full St Leger trip. Field of 6 to post. Sarug is onto the hat-trick after the victories at Ascot and Newmarket. And Simon Crisford's team is in excellent order. The 15 to 8 favourite now is William Buick, who had a double yesterday. 3 to 1 for Charles Kingsley. 9 to 2 Sleeping Line. 13 to 2 for the Glasgow Warrior. 8 to 1 Genetics, and Bartholomew Diaz is 11 to 1 the outside of the party. Rejoin us for live commentary at 2:40. Yes, welcome back then as we go live once again to Doncaster. Runners to post for race number 2 in the card, but
10 seconds.
Looking ahead to the 3:10, the Doncaster Cup. And we've just heard news that Mark Johnson has taken out the UXB for some reason. So we're now down to field of 5 for today's feature. Stradivarius, who remains unbeaten over the last 2 seasons, is now the long odds on favourite at 1 to 8, taking on just 4 rivals in the feature at 3:10. But more immediately, the runners are down to start for the 2:40. Field of 6 to post for the Mallard Handicap over the St Leger trip over an extended mile and 3/4. Sarug goes onto the hat-trick after recent victories over this trip at Ascot and Newmarket. He's been raised a further £5 to a career high mark of 101. Trainer Simon Crisford continues in terrific form. William Buick had a double yesterday, and the combination combined with Gell, son of Nathaniel, who continues to progress, and he's the 2 to 1 market leader, but proving quite weak in the market. His support comes in for the second favourite, Mark Johnson's Charles Kingsley, who's been typically kept very busy this year. He's already won 3 occasions. Frankie Dettori takes him out on board the Son of New approach. Sleeping Line is attracting a little bit of interest as well, into 4 to 1 from an opening quote of 5 to 1. Still to win from 5 starts this season. A 15 to 2 then for the Glasgow Warrior. 9 to 1 for Genetics. And Bartholomew Diaz is the outside of the pack at 12 to 1. So just the 6 runners in opposition then for the Mallard Handicap. Sarug, the market leader, at 2 to 1 to 5 for the £5 rise. Charles Kingsley turned out quickly, having contested the ultra-competitive Old Borough Cup at Haydock last week. 11 to 4, 4 to 1.